Welcome back to Seduce and Otome with Erik. After he's just told us a rather bizarre, strange story about his parents. Well, and more about what the father did to stop the tension in the family between the wives, which is the worst idea I've ever heard to stop tension in a family. I guess it kind of worked, but at the same time, really? Also, again, how does Erik not know what his mother looked like? When did they do this? How old were the kids at the time? What were they, toddlers or something, or babies? That they never knew what their mother looked like? I mean, some of them do, because they're much older. And Erik is the second eldest, so wouldn't it make sense that he does actually know what his mother looks like? But no, apparently not. So none of them knew what their moms looked like. Okay, got it. Moving on with the story, while the mouse suddenly has, no, I don't want to continue.
It is, but which is better? A house where the sons of the Demon Lord could have their birth mothers, or watching these very women claw at each other's throats out of jealousy, leaving the sons with no true parental guidance? Our father didn't have time for anyone but James, so the rest of us needed someone to make sure we didn't grow up to be incompetent.
Erik had a point. It was hard, but it was a logical point. I bit my lip and nodded in understanding. Erik gently brought my hand up to kiss my knuckle. I guess it's a good idea. I mean, they stopped some fighting. But really? You couldn't just give them their own houses or something? Turn them into ghost balls so they can never leave? Because that's something else as well. We find that out in Matthew's, right? Where Matthew explains that there's actually a downside to all this. They can't leave. They're not just ghost balls. They're actually prisoners in that castle. Great idea on his part, isn't it? Demon Lord for you. Best ideas ever come out of that man's head. Anyway, carrying on.
Would you like to see what I mean instead?
See what? Trying to understand what he meant. However, as the memory of when he showed me the demon place replayed in my mind, I nodded and let my curiosity guide me. Erik smiled before simply holding out one hand to me and letting a small breath rush across against his palm. Instantly, the flower Erik had given to me appeared in his hand, making him smirk and making me blush.
You kept it. Good.
Erik wrapped his fingers gingerly around the stem, giving it the magic it had been given before, and casting an aura-like mirror before me. I peered in to see the castle's main hall once again. The memory of being in that hall, albeit by magic, sent a small shiver down my spine. I watched, however, as a very familiar demon walked arm in arm with a woman with cat ears and a tail down the walkway.
Tiffy, my sweet kitten, you truly astound me. Whatever shall I do with you?
Erik? Who's she? You want to explain to me who that woman is? Tiffy? Wow, they're not really that creative with names in the demon world for cat demons.
Stop it, you're making me blush.
But what if I want to make you blush? You're so much cuter when you blush, kitten.
Stop.
I felt my eyes twitch in irritation. Why was Erik showing me this? Was he trying to spite me? I didn't want to see him flirt with demon girls. I already had some troubles with him flirting with me. Also, if she's blushing, I can't see the blush.
You sly incubus, you. I'll get in trouble for sure if I'm caught with you.
Then shouldn't we make the risk worthwhile?
Erik held the cat girls close to his body, looking about ready to kiss her. The girl, however, meowed and pulled away, giggling in almost cute embarrassment.
Such a bad incubus. So bad. I should go.
Ah, very well, you minx. Until we meet again.
The cat girl giggled before rushing out the main hall, but not before Erik lowered his head underneath her tail as she turned and let it slide across his fingers as she ran off, making the cat girl jump in surprise. The girl playfully glared at Erik, who only pouted innocent lips in return before she exited. However, as the girl left the room, Erik's face went from flirtatious to almost ice cold. Erik let her sigh, gently rubbing his hand to get rid of the fur that had caught on them, and rolled his shoulders.
Well, Mother, was that enough to please you?
I stared, shocked at the personality change. What the heck happened to Erik? He was flirty, charming, and almost disgustingly complimentary, but the Erik was I seeing in the mirror wasn't him at all. A small red orb surrounded with a veil of purple mist entered the space, making my mind go blank. It approached Erik, glowing as it spoke.
Very well done, dear. Much better than I expected of you.
Thank you. You taught me well.
That I did. You must never forget, however, to always listen to your women. Serving them is your #1 priority. Should they be uncomfortable, you must step back and be as submissive as possible.
Yes, Mother.
Good. Now, continue to woo that cat girl. Once she gives you her energy, then you can toss her back out. You don't need any pets hanging around when you find another girl.
As you wish, Mother.
I said not to shock. The orb vanished, but Erik remained in the hall and outside. He had a look of displeasure on his face. He looked tired as well, but something seemed off. Besides this whole entire thing, that apparently he's doing this to please his mother. He's flirting with this cat not because he likes this cat demon girl. Not as much as that. But he's doing it for his mother, who is telling him to be submissive as possible. If she doesn't like it. Oh, and then when she gives you the energy, just chuck her out. Because we don't need spare pets around the place. What is wrong with that woman? That is... What? He looked like he had a lot on his mind, but he closed his mouth. Wouldn't let him speak them. He was submissive to his guidance. I turned away from the mirror to look at Erik beside me, who had a look of both sadness and guilt. It was like a puppy admitting to chewing my favourite shoe or a child stealing a cookie from the cookie jar. Erik stopped the magic, willing the mirror out of existence and letting it fade away in the air before he looked to me.
She taught me well. At least what she could teach me anyway. That visage became habit. And now it's a natural persona to me. She taught me to always serve and make the women I met happy. She always said that was the true incubus way.
The true incubus way? Well, they do have their own ways of teaching and stuff, so I'm not going to judge.
It makes sense, no? If I can please and serve any women I meet, then I can surely convince them to fully give their energy to me.
I began to see the mask Erik was wearing. He wasn't putting it on air because he was overly complimentary. He was complimentary in order to gain trust and respect. That is smart.
It is. However, I know what you're thinking, Princess. I don't blame you for thinking what you are thinking of right now.
Then what am I thinking of right now?
Who am I exactly? If I am truly not as flirtatious as I act, then what do I act like, and will you be the next victim? I can assure you, Princess, that I am no danger to you.
How can it be so... Main character, mental head slap. He's not going to do it to you because he likes you. You're different. For one, he doesn't glare at you when you leave the room.
Because, Princess, I don't deserve your trust or energy.
Erik, you remind me of somebody I know. I stared, my mind going blank. What do you mean? Erik lifted my hand again and gently caressed it, staring down at it.
You've done so much for me and my brothers. Sheltering us, letting us continue to live here. It may not seem like much, but to a family of brothers without anywhere to go, it means everything. I can't soil your gifts to us by taking anything from you. You've become so important and precious to us. To me. To take anything from you like that would be beyond unforgivable.
I watched in speechless silence as Erik lifted my hand higher and simply laid his lips against it. I could feel his frown and felt his shame burning inside itself into my skin. It was a pitiful sight and almost made my eyes water.
I could never do that to you.
Erik lowered my hand and lowered his head, ashamed. I couldn't help but feel my heart squeeze in my chest at the sight. He didn't want to hurt me. He truly cared. Erik let out a small sigh before looking to me, his face now clear of the flirtatious mask he bore for so long. He had a genuine, caring, and loving smile, bared for me. This was the man inside the incubus who cared for me and wanted to be revealed.
Now, princess, you must get some more rest. You aren't fully recovered, and dinner is a good scent to wake up to.
Erik smiled and gently pressed me back down onto the bed. Where do you think you're going? I couldn't let him believe they're doing something. I quickly pulled Erik down me, lifting my head and gently kissing him softly, laying a hand on his cheek to keep his face close. Erik stared in deep surprise before hesitantly kissing me back, caressing my cheek and slightly melting at the touch of our lips. A soft sigh escaped his lips before he slowly pulled away with a smile. He gently licked his lips, making me go right in the face. At the simple gesture, he let out a satisfied hum before nuzzling my forehead.
Sleep.
Damn you. And with that, he stood up and left the room, leaving me to rest as per his request. I smiled to myself before relaxing into the mattress, sorry. Why? Diana, go away! God damn that woman! And as always, Diana interrupts my moment, because she is Diana. Why? Why, woman? I suddenly tensed up. I felt majorly uneasy. Something wasn't right. I felt it in my core. She must be here, if the giggling didn't give it away.